Hello friends, welcome to Gentleman Cadet Academy GCA. Hope you all are doing good and preparing well for your upcoming SSB. So today the video is a part of tricky interview question series, and the topic of the video is what do your friends dislike about you? And this is a very important question generally asked in the personal interview. So before this I have made a couple of tricky questions. If you want to watch all these videos, the link is available in the I button. So in this video, firstly I will discuss why this question is asked, then how to frame this answer, then 3 sample answers. So one thing, please do not copy the answer, just try to understand how to answer and make your own answer. Then I will discuss the common mistakes to avoid, and finally the tips to frame your answer in a better way. So like always, without wasting any time, let us start. So let us first discuss why this question is asked. So the SSB interview is not just about your achievements. It is about your character, self-awareness and potential as an officer. And this question helps the board assesses the following things. The very first is self-awareness. So do you know how others perceive you? Because officers must constantly evaluate themselves and accept constructive feedback. Second is to check your honesty and humility. Can you admit a shortcoming without being defensive or blaming others? And the third is your openness to growth. That is, do you recognize flaws and take responsibility for improving them? And the fourth is your social intelligence. That is, how well do you interact with your peers? Can you maintain healthy relationships? Now let us discuss how to frame a good answer. So a good answer always accepts a flaw, explains it, and ends with a positive action. So the very first step is choose a mild but genuine flaw. So it basically means avoid serious red flags which include dishonesty, laziness, and instead choose traits like overthinking, bluntness, impatience, or being too detail oriented. And the second step is explain the context. So give a simple example or situation where this trait showed up. And the third step is show your awareness and improvement. That is, mention what you are doing to overcome it, which basically shows your maturity and responsibility. So let us now discuss sample answers for this question. So here I will discuss 3 sample answers of different traits. So one thing again, please do not copy any answer. Just take an idea from answer and create your own answer. So starting with the sample answer 1, dealing with bluntness in communication. So you can start like this. Sir, my friends have told me that I tend to be a bit blunt when giving my opinions or feedback. I usually speak directly and honestly, which I believed was a strength because it shows clarity and transparency. However, I have come to realize that while honesty is important, the way it is delivered also matters. And there have been instances in group discussions and during sports activities where my straightforward feedback came across as harsh even though I had no intention of hurting anyone. And this made me reflect on how important empathy and tone are in communication, especially in leadership roles where motivating people is as crucial as guiding them. So since then, I am working on to be more thoughtful with my words, and I try to pause before speaking, especially in emotional or sensitive situations. And I've also taken help from my friends and mentors who give me honest feedback. And I believe this self-awareness and willingness to improve will help me to become a better leader in the armed forces where communication has to be both effective and respectful. Now starting with the second sample answer related to impatience. So you can start like this. Sir, one thing my friends often mention is that I sometimes get impatient when tasks do not move at the pace I expect, especially in group assignments or team projects. I tend to push things forward quickly because I'm very result oriented. While this helps to maintain momentum, I have realized that it can unintentionally pressure others or make them feel rushed. So there was a time during a college project where I kept urging the team to complete tasks faster. So while my intention was to avoid last minute work, a teammate told me I was coming across as controlling. So that feedback helped me realize that everyone has different working rhythm and I need to be more accommodating. So since then, I have made conscious effort to become more patient and collaborative. I have started listening more during group discussions, delegating responsibilities without micromanaging, and reminding myself that leadership also means adjusting to the pace of the team. So I believe this quality is essential in the armed forces where working with a diverse set of individuals required not just discipline, but emotional balance and team sensitivity. Now let us talk about the sample answer 3 related to overthinking and hesitation. So you can start like this. Sir, my friends sometimes tell me that I tend to overthink situations, especially when making important decisions. I often analyze all possible outcomes and scenarios, which is good for planning, but sometimes it causes delays or hesitation when quick decisions are required. So for example, few months ago, while organizing a sports event in the college, I kept double checking every detail from registration to scheduling because I wanted everything to go perfectly. And while my intentions were good, it made me late in delegating tasks and the team had to rush in the final phase. So one of my teammates pointed this out and said that I should trust the plan once made and take action more confidently. And that experience really made me introspect. And since then, I have started using techniques like setting deadlines for decisions, simplifying my options, and seeking input from others instead of analyzing alone. And I've also started journaling and reading about decision making under pressure, especially from military leadership books. So I know that in the armed forces, quick thinking is often required under stress, and I'm actively training myself to balance thoughtful planning with timely execution. So this is all about the 3 sample answers. So moving forward, let us now discuss the common mistakes to avoid. So the very first is, do not say I don't think my friend dislike anything about me, because it shows your overconfidence or lack of self-awareness. Then the second is, avoid mentioning serious flaws like anger, lying, or laziness, because these are red flags that may affect the officer potential. And the third is, avoid blaming others or sounding defensive, because it shows lack of maturity. And the fourth is, avoid making it a joke, because it reduces seriousness of your response. Now let us move to the last part of the video, the final tips to make your answer more impactful. So the very first is, be honest but careful. That is, stick to manageable flaws. Second is, keep a calm tone. Do not sound guilty or negative. Third is, maintain eye contact and natural body language. And the fourth is, do not over explain. That is, keep your answer within 40 to 45 seconds. And the final thing is, conclude on a positive note. That is, show how you are improving. So friends, this is all about today's video, and I have tried to keep this video as short as possible, and I hope this video will be beneficial for you. So until then, keep learning, keep watching, keep supporting, and keep preparing. Thank you and best of luck for your upcoming SSB. Jai Hind.